Hello and welcome. This time, Daniela Explores went to Stara Zagora, a town in southern Bulgaria, and our little walkabout town starts here, in Boulevard Tsar Simeon Veliki, or Simeon the Great. The boulevard is Arrow Straight, and Stara Zagora is known as the city of straight streets. The nickname comes from the rectangular chessboard city plan. It was drafted by Libor Bayer, a Czech architect and builder, who specialized in urban planning. Stara Zagora was the site of a bloody battle during the Russo-Turkish War of 1877-1878, or the War of Liberation. At the end of the battle, the Ottoman troops burnt the town to the ground. This part of town is flat and an easy walk, but progress is slow as I get distracted by the shops, especially Nedelya, which for me is the cake shop of Bulgaria. Probably not right, but in the Veliko Trnovo area, Nedelya means cake really, and of course also Sunday. This church is known as Saint Nicholas, but the full name is Saint Nicholas the Miracle Worker and Saint Tsar Boris Mikhail Baptist. The church was built in the early 20th century on the site of a church destroyed during the liberation of Bulgaria War. The church is a three-nave basilica. The green dome suggests that the church is dedicated to the saints, but green can be used also in churches dedicated to the Holy Trinity. The dome stands on a barabam, or drum. The drum is pierced with narrow windows, which are an important source of light for the inside of the cupola and the central nave. The church exterior is a blend of different styles. This side has a hint of a neo-Gothic with a flair of Baroque. The arched details echoes Ficeto's church in Drayanovo. The clean lines of some of the decorative elements point to neoclassicism. The two bell towers at the front of the church point to the Neo-Byzantine style. The building combines all the styles in a harmonious and aesthetically pleasant way. The frescoes are by two renowned local artists, Dmitry Gujanov and Nikola Kozhukarov. The positioning of the windows is used to create an interplay of highlights and shadows inside the church. The skillful use of natural light and the way it is bounced around by the golden surfaces and dark wood, it creates a metaphor for the church as a calming and safe environment, a sheltered harbor for the soul. This house, I think, needs a bit of a haircut, but it has an interesting Art Nouveau front door. It is also a popular bar and restaurant, but it was a bit too early for us. It's a funky bar in an old house. Oh, look at the work on the door. It's quite amazing. Okay. This park is dedicated to Stefan Stambolov. Stambolov was not a visual artist, but the park is next to Stara Zagora Art Gallery, so there are some interesting examples of contemporary art. Stefan Nikolov Stambolov was a Bulgarian politician, journalist, revolutionary, and poet. He served as Prime Minister and Regent. He is one of the founders of modern Bulgaria. He coordinated both the Stara Zagora uprising against the Ottomans of 1875 as well as the April uprising the following year. He was assassinated in Sofia in 1895. The region has been inhabited since before the Thracians, but the Thracians built the town of Beroe, meaning iron, and iron ore had been mined in the region since ancient times. In 46, Beroe was annexed by the Roman Empire and became part of the Roman province of Thrace. In 106, Emperor Trajanus gave the city self-governing rights and renamed it Augusta Triana. Emperor Trajanus had a habit of renaming towns after himself. There is no better way to tell everyone I am here and I am great than rename towns after yourself. Marketing and PR Roman way, if you like. The city became the second largest economic, administrative and cultural center in the province, after Philippopolis, nowadays Plovdiv. These ruins tell of a busy town. Taverns, inns and shops line the streets. In old Augusta Triana you could buy anything from fine imported pottery to the latest fashion in jewelry and cloth. Voices from all over Roman Thracia filled the streets, and the smell of spices, herbs and roasted meats filled the air. You could grab a drink or perhaps a snack as you made your way to the amphitheatre, where you could sink all your coins betting on the gladiators' fights. The amphitheatre is still in use, but today it hosts more acceptable entertainment, such as concerts and musical festivals. This is the Opera House, officially the Stara Zagora State Opera. Opera in Stara Zagora started off with the establishing of a permanent city orchestra in 1860. The passion for music culminated in 1925 with the premiere of the opera Gergana by Maestro Georgi Atanasov and the formal establishment of a professional opera troupe. The Opera House has a lovely terrace overlooking the Roman ruins, and it was a wonderful spot for a cup of coffee. I felt quite posh sipping coffee with the opera on one side of me and Roman archaeology to the other. Bulgaria. Coffee in Stara Zagora by the Roman and the Opera House. Thank you for watching Daniela Explores Little Walk About Stara Zagora. For more videos, please like and subscribe. I publish in English on Tuesdays, Italian on Wednesdays, and Bulgarian on Thursdays. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.